Baby, since the day you came into my life, I have realized that we were born to fly. Let's go to a place only lovers go, to a spot that we'll never know. To the top of the clouds we'll flow, 10 away, baby. Ooh, this love is blazing. Oh, it feels so crazy. Baby, we're so high, walking on cloud nine. So high, so high. Oh, 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 yeah.
I first met him a few years ago. I remember it was on Sunset. It was at the Standard Hotel, and she walks in, and I put my hand out, and she says, "Oh, we don't do that." She gave me a hug. I was like, "Wow, okay, this is gonna be good." And so we met, and I told her what we had going on at Tyler Perry Studios. I thought she'd be a great fit, and she came and talk about a wheel just fitting on a wagon. She fit right in. She's got a great sense of humor. And even though she's got a misplaced loyalty to Brett Favre, she still gets the job done. The actors respect her, they love her. She's got a great attention to detail. In fact, just last week, we're filming a scene, and one of our background actors, let's just say she got a little overzealous with the acting. I literally had to tackle Kim, who came flying on the set, ready to correct this extra. So, her passion and her detail from her work is clearly evident. And, I love working with her. She's done almost 100 episodes for us. And, we hope she does many, many more. And without further ado, the Trailblazer Award recipient, Mrs. Kim Fields-Morgan.
Thank you so very much. I'm extremely overwhelmed by your thinking of me, and so let me just jump right into all of the people to thank. My mother, Mom, thank you. I'm so glad. Thank you for staying. She is also a fine director in her own right, also a director at Tyler Perry Studios, and an amazing actress that I'm hoping one day we'll get back in front of the camera. But Mom, thank you so much. You've instilled so many great things in me. I would not be standing here, obviously, literally without you. But thank you for all the support and all of the encouragement and all of the wisdom. Thank you for the day that I came home from Pepperdine and said I wanted to be an English major, and you said, "That's really sweet, honey, but you need something to fall back on." So you got to find something else to do. So thank you for everything. I can't even. So thank you. To my husband, Christopher, who I met here, actually. We couldn't believe that this honor was happening here, because this is where we met 5.5 years ago. He was doing a play here called Five Guys Named Mo, and I saw him rehearsing up there, and I thought, oh my gosh, who is that? I need to know him. And I was wearing his backpack, and it took 10 days to come. But it's been working out just fine. Thank you. God in heaven knows I could not do any of this without you, without your support and your friendship and your wisdom and your love and your security in being the man that you are. I appreciate that more than you'll ever know. I thank God for that. On an hourly basis, practically, I'm so grateful to you and for the way that you deal with our life and our lifestyle and being married to me, which at times means being married to a brand. And I appreciate you so very much. You so very much. To the women in film, you all are working women. Sometimes we're not working women all the time, but when we are, we all know how important and how needed that support is. And so if you would take a moment to just think about whether it's your spouse or your children or your parents who watch the kids or just whomever that support is for you, and just take a minute and thank God for them. Just thank God for them. To Tyler Perry Studios, thank you very much for all that you have given to me and the way that you supported me. For the opportunity to Tyler, to Ozzy, and to Mr. Roger Bob, who had us screaming to be out of the sun that you're here right now because they were screening their like 100th hit film right now. So thank you so much for the support and the opportunity and the releasing of the reins in a time when I know it's like giving, you know, you're turning your children over, and I hope that we do you all proud. So thank you, ladies, the ladies of CTS. Thank you for coming out and supporting me. Lastly, for Sebastian, Mommy loves you so much, honey. I'm sorry that I'm not there right now to sing our songs and say our prayers, but Mommy loves you, and I appreciate your support so much, Sebastian. Wisdom, thank you. I can't believe that you thought me for this. I can't imagine. Well, I can imagine because I would sit when I would watch other people receive awards and go, wow, that must be so cool. Wow, that must be so nice. And I never thought that this would happen to me. I never thought that I would be considered a trailblazer. And I thank you for that. Setting it on fire with roller skate was just mind-blowing. So thank you so much to WIFTA and for those who have come before me, literally here in this honor, but also in our industry. From some of my favorites, that Turner Classic movie was so diligent in preserving people like Barbara Stanwyck and Ida Lupino and Lucille Ball and Pearl Bailey and Diane Carroll and the mother-lode Ruby Dee. So thank you to all of them whose shoulders I of course stand upon, and to our current women who are just doing their thing. And I just thank you, God, that we are in a time and a place where we have a chance to tell more stories, but also really be there for one another in a way that we've never been before, where we're really getting away from backbiting and jealousies and insecurities, and really trying to find ways to work together, and not just because we're women, but because we're really great at what we do. And so I thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart. I thank you for this honor, and I thank you very much for the support that you've given me over the years, and I pray that I continue to make you all very proud. Thank you very much.
Industry since a child, and of all the hard work you've done, how does it feel to have this honor bestowed on you and people appreciate you?
Well, it's very surreal. It's very overwhelming, quite honestly, to have people think of you to, you know, say anything nice, let alone bestow an honor upon you, and let alone one that seems so massive, to be considered a trailblazer. And a trailblazer in this particular industry by such an amazing group of people like the women in film and television in Atlanta. So it's a lot, quite honestly. It's a huge blessing, but I'm incredibly stunned and very overwhelmed by their gift.
Yes. And thank you very much. Congratulations, and we love you. Just know people love you out here.
Hi, I'm Kim Fields, and this is EntertainmentReporters.com.
Being a person that's behind the scenes as well as in front of the camera, how do you feel about Kim being so widely accepted and just a great actress and winning this award tonight?
I feel it's long overdue. I feel she has maintained a certain excellence level, And I thank God that somebody somewhere said it's time to recognize her. Since we didn't have news headings about her doing drugs, we haven't had news headings about her hurting herself or jumping off a cliff. She held it together in an industry that's not easy to hold it together. And as a child actress, she has lasted because she always knew to get up and go to work. She didn't think somebody owed her anything. She worked hard for it. So I'm just proud of her. From the time she said, I'm going to Pepperdine and I'm going to keep my job. And she did. And they let her work and go to school. So I'm just really proud.
Oh, thank you. One more thing. Why you burn Penny with that iron?
I know. EntertainmentReporters.com, you rock. And you know why? Because you go after the right story. God inspired, and you go get the right story. Praise the Lord.
By the way, she said, I don't know, it's kind of like the way that you and your team deliver the news. It's kind of like you deliver it with us, not down to us. And I hope that conveys, that really is what we do. But this beautiful award for creativity isn't about me. To me, it's all about those people sitting at my table. And if you'll indulge me, I would love for you to meet each of them because each of them plays a huge part in how creative our morning show is. First, does anyone here get up early? Because I know sometimes when you're in film and television, it's hard to get up. For us, it's 6 a.m. in terms of thank you for doing that and being up early. And I hope we start your day on a good note. But here at the table, I want to introduce you first to the guy with the camera. This is Grayson Badger. These are the reasons that our show comes across so creative, and it's because of the team themselves. This is just a small representative portion of all the people who are getting ready to go into the newsroom at midnight tonight to work on the morning show. Grayson Badger is our social web producer, but basically he's the guy that keeps me hip and young and introduced me to Twitter. You're such a tweetheart.
The question I wanted to ask you, with all the success you had at such a young age, do you feel for women there's a glass ceiling in journalism?
Well, I haven't experienced it. Now, I know that people have experienced it themselves. I guess I feel lucky in that I have not experienced that. And I'll give you an example. We have an entire team, and there are many female anchors at my network. So for me, I've felt the support. But it's important also for other women, I think, to reach back and mentor our young women too, so that they feel supported no matter what it is that they're experiencing in the workplace.
Great.
I'm Robin Meade with HLN, and you're watching EntertainmentReporters.com.